Hello out there, and get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Along with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson, and we've got our reporter, Allie LaForce. Back to Thompson, and the slam dunk by Thompson.
He slams it home and gets some extra camera time chilling on the rim.
Yeah, he did spend a little time up there, didn't he? Now here's Reed. Back to Daniels. Pass to Fears. Now here's McDaniels. 4 on the clock. Here's Reed. Porzingis grabs the board. Thompson outside. And there's the drive. Down low. And that one's good. Porzingis. Well, Richard, it's no secret. Both of these teams love to let it fly from beyond the arc.
Oh, it's not green lights that these shooters have. It's a freeway. There is no lights.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Here's Thompson, following the score by Minnesota. Late clock. Houston's got to hurry. Floats one, and they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter. Here's Fears, giving them some good production, putting up just around 16.5 points a game. The steal. They kick it out to Porzingis. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
Now look, when Porzingis has it there, there's not much you can do defensively.
And it's exceptional, the level of commitment that Ime Udoka has inspired from this Rockets team, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he's a player's coach, but very demanding, and he holds everyone accountable. It's all about professionalism and purpose.
To the middle. It's hauled in by Houston. Right now, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now. This run has been fueled by their matador defense.
Here's Fears. Oh, a two-handed power slam.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Now here's Thompson. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Rockets?
Well, they're off to a good start, getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
Yeah, on top of that, they've been resourceful defensively, generating scoring opportunities by forcing turnovers.
Timberwolves trail by 6. Here's Fears. To the inside. Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
The B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Pass to Watson. Outside McDaniels. Here's Fears. Just 5 on the clock. And here's Watson. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
Here's Harper. And he drains the quick shot.
And hitting from the mid-range here and early. I mean, really gives the defense just another thing to worry about.
And you don't see many teams take these shots as often anymore. It's nice to see them take advantage in this area.
.52 seconds left in the first quarter here. Picked by Stewart. Out to Thompson. Buries it from 3. Thompson's got 7 points.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
Drives to the hoop. A nice shot by Fears.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Inside. Butler surveying the floor. It's Stewart, high post. And finished off by Stewart.
The all-around game of Butler. He's all about sharing the rock and getting his guys involved.
Outside Watson. Outside McDaniels. Now here's Reed. And so the first quarter is in the books. It's Houston leading by 7. And the second quarter. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And taking a look at Houston's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
Back to DiVincenzo. Shot clock at 6. Minnesota needs to get off a shot. Here's Watson. It's rebounded by Houston. They'll be playing host to New Orleans for their next one. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Michael Porter Jr. was the #1 prospect in his high school class, and he said, growing up, basketball was easy for me. It was like, say, going up an elevator. But after my injuries, it's like climbing the stairs. It's like I'm walking in my purpose through this, more than if everything had just been smooth. Brian, back to you.
Thank you, Allie. Here is DiVincenzo. He's scoreless. Here's Labissiere. Thompson pulls it in.
That's 2 points they should have had. I'm sure he'd love to get that look again.
There's the triple. Knocks down the long J. Thompson's got 10 points in the game.
I guess that defense thought they could live with that, and he punished them for thinking so.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Here's Harper. Checking his stats. He's scoring around 9.5 points per game. Here's Porter. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Smart play there by Porter. Working his way inside to find a reliable, close-range look.
And that one is stuffed right through.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing out.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Timberwolves trailed by 8. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
They get it back. Here's Porzingis. And he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 6.
Scooped up the board. Porzingis wasting no time going up with it.
DiVincenzo. Count it. All 3 of his attempts have gone in. All right, Richard, just as a fan of the game, who's your favorite player to watch right now?
I'm really loving Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Really, their whole team. But Shai, he's just special to watch. The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Pass to Allen. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You got to focus on the details.
A minute 22 left to play in the second quarter. And Edgecombe gets it to go.
What I want to know is, where is the rim protection? That was just too easy.
To the paint. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up. Minnesota shooting their first free throws of the game. And the Timberwolves making a change here. And he makes both free throws. The Rockets lead by 6. Outside Porter. Three-pointer. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
A lights-out three-point shooter. All Porter Jr. needs is a little wiggle room, and he's pulling up.
Here's Fears.
Nice finish.
Man, big time right there. And he goes in for the dunk.
B.A., forget about attempting the long-range 3 to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet. Drains the triple.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Outside Murray. Pass to Fears. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. Now here's Thompson. And he gets the bucket. Thompson's got 12 points.
He's been playing great, unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
And if you're just joining in, 1 half is in the books. 1 half to go. Pass to Reed. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Left side, McDaniels. Down low. Got a piece of it. Murray for 3. Thompson pulls it in. The Rockets lead by 10. Outside Porter. From outside the arc. McDaniels with the rebound. Allen on the wing. From behind the arc. It's rebounded by Houston. Pass to Ellis. To the middle. Here's Edgecombe. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Pass to Fears. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now. Outside Porter. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Okay, do it, KP.
Determination from Porzingis through that contact.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Inside. To the inside. Reed. And it goes. As the official calls the foul. Count it. And he'll shoot one more at the line. Minnesota shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. That one misses for Reed. Well, you want officials to get the calls right. But for video review, maybe institute a 2-minute time limit, you think?
Oh, I would love a good 2-minute time limit, but the worst thing to do would be to go to a 2-minute time limit and then have them not get it right. Then you wasted all that time for nothing.
Outside for Porter. Another shot. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
An exceptionally skilled player. You hope Michael Porter Jr. stays healthy. I mean, his potential is limitless.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Here's Spears. 12 points for him. Pass to Watson. Puts up a three. Connects from downtown. Watson's got 5.
If you give him that kind of separation, he's going to take full advantage.
Here's Thompson. And give him another one. He's 6 of 8 and looking solid.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Watson. Jacks up a 3. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep. Houston leading by 8. Here's Harper. Outside Porter. Launches it. Gets the 3 to fall. Porter's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, we're seeing the competitive spirit of Porter Jr. as he responds with the 3 of his own.
.58 seconds left in the third. Takes it inside. Pass to Reed from the arc. And the three-pointer goes. 7 points in the game.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Harper. Outside Porter. Pass to Stewart. And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Outside Butler. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Misses from close range. Now DiVincenzo. 6 points for him. Outside Murray. Here's Labissiere. And that'll do it for the third quarter. It's Houston. They lead by 8. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the... With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. Houston leading by 8. Here's Harper. Pass to Porzingis. Ooh, poked away. DiVincenzo on the wing. Here's Labissiere. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Flying in with the one-hand slam.
That right there was a statement finish. From deep, Harper. Labissiere with a rebound. Timberwolves trail by 6. Outside, DiVincenzo. From downtown, knocks down the triple.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Washington grabs the miss. DiVincenzo with it. Inside. 5 on the clock. Washington outside. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Here's Harper. From down in the low post, it goes.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. And Minnesota making a change here. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Jason Kidd had some words for his team over the break. There was a sense of urgency. Coach said, quote, "We are right there, guys. Just stay together and trust one another. Let's take this one. Guys, let's see how that message resonates with the team."
Okay, thanks, Allie. Thompson with it. Guarded out by Watson. He takes it in. Oh, ho, ho! That's a man on a mission right there.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, B.A.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Outside Porzingis. Here's Edgecombe. Another shot. No good. The Timberwolves trail. .144 left for the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Spears. Now Reed. Yes, sir! Bank it in the layup.
They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
And as tired as they might be after fighting to tie it up, they have all the momentum now to finish this comeback.
Here's Edgecombe. Oh, it's blocked! It deflects off the backboard. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run. 55 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
He drops the first one, and that gives him a lead. And so he drops them both, and it's a two-point ball game.
See, it's easy to see why his teammates trust him. He's a leader on this team and loves coming up huge in the clutch.
Outside Butler. Out of bounds, Rockets ball as Houston keeps possession. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Butler.
Oh no, that was a huge turnover. That cannot happen at this point in the game.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Spears. On the table. Oh, yes!
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
So it's a narrow victory for the Timberwolves, pulling it out.
We're live.
The home of the Rockets in wonderful Houston, Texas. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony courtside. On our sidelines tonight, reporting Allie LaForce. Looking at the last game for the Houston Rockets, it was a loss to the Clippers. Now here's Porzingis. Shoots a fader. That one's in, his first shot this game. We've got a battle of the big men inside, Clark. Both teams with talented front courts.
Well, these teams rely heavily on their 4 and 5 guys, Kevin. It's going to be, I think, a lot of fun to watch. So keep that isolated Cam on the paint area. That's where most of the action is going to take place.
Here is Heinrich following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. Back to Heinrich. Fires the three. Porzingis with the rebound. And it's Houston's ball. 4-point game. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Missed inside. Inside. Jokic with the bucket.
This is exactly how you should use Jokic in these situations. Feed that beast inside.
Outside Harper. Thompson in the corner. Just 4 to shoot. Over Barnes. Rebound by the Nuggets.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Back to Jokic. Right, we see a lot of change in the NBA, but Nikola Jokic always seems to stay in the MVP conversation.
And not just in it, at the top of it. His ability to affect the game is basically unmatched. He dominates in just about every single aspect.
Thompson. Barnes grabs the miss.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that one.
You know, when Gordon is hitting this all the time, the defense will have to play up on it. Consistency is the key.
Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
A bit ago, Ime Udoka and I were able to chat. Coach joked that if he focused on a single aspect of stopping Nikola Jokic, he would probably just beat them a different way. Instead, he showed the team 5 video clips, each with a specific failure of guarding Jokic. He's asked his players to prevent those mistakes from happening. Guys?
All right, Allie, thank you for that. Barnes outside. Pass to Murray. Here's Jokic. Nice key from Porzingis.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Lets it go from 14. And yes, it's good.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
And you do not want to let him get going early because that can get you cooked.
And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. Houston in the lead. Heinrich with the steal. This one for 3. Drills it from outside.
And that's on the D. You can't lose Heinrich in transition or he'll burn you.
And Kirk Heinrich picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
1:31 left in the first. Here's Thompson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Jokic.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Now here's Heinrich. Pass to Jokic. Tipped away. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Well, Clark, we've all heard the stats on Nikola Jokic, but it doesn't tell the entire story, does it?
No, it doesn't tell the whole story, but it tells you a series of stories. I mean, Jokic is like the encyclopedia of basketball, Kevin. I mean, I just love watching him play. I mean, this guy does it his own way at his own pace, and his skill level is off the charts. His shot making is remarkable. His unorthodox way of doing what he does is a treat for all spectators of the game. Well, you know what I like to say, persistence pays, and with Gordon, he's the kind of guy who just does not rest on the glass.
Here's Porter. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. To the inside. And that one's good. Jokic has got 7.
Look, I think Murray is best described as a combo guard, but he can make passes too.
Outside Butler. Outside Porter. From outside the arc. That's Jokic with the rebound. On the wing, Barnes. Wide open look here for Murray. Oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
Talk about lifting up a team and energizing.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And the Nuggets, guys, what jumps out to you numbers-wise?
An impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
The shot by Redick, no good. Nuggets trail by 7. Here's Porter. Will not go. This is off the front iron. And now, Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. LaMelo Ball is a playmaker, first and foremost. He said, I just start off the game trying to get my team involved, get the flow going. After the team's going, I try to get mine. If you get the team involved first, more pieces going, it just makes the game easier. Kevin, back to you.
A great passer. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. 5 on the clock. Stewart a screen. Ball with the bucket.
And LaMelo saw the defense and went right to the floater. That's a heads-up play.
Denver leading by 7. Here's Ivy. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And the advantage he has is obvious. It's clear. I mean, just taking what the defense gives him there.
Ball with the bucket.
There are a lot of parts to Ball's game in addition to his jumper. He also can capitalize inside.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. The 3 from Barnes. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Left side, Butler. Outside, Ball. Here's Porter. And finished off by Porter.
Porter comes away with the hustle bucket. That time using his size to make an impact on the offensive glass.
Pass to Ellis. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. You know, Greg, a lot of the best scorers do what's called hunting. Looking to create contact with the defender that they've zeroed in on.
Yeah, and that can be a legitimate technique to really negate a shot blocker. But when the offensive player basically initiates all the contact, we could be without some of those cheap foul calls against the defender.
Nice shot by Thompson.
He was free to fire at his leisure there. Not much resistance.
Floats one up, and it's Gordon missing. And here's Houston. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. The screen from Thompson. Houston needs to get a shot. Fires from 18. Ball no good.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
near the three-point line. It's Porter. There's his third field goal, and now he's made half of his 6 shots.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
Here's Gordon. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
He's a big reason why they're on top. I imagine they'll keep feeding him. I would.
Stewart a screen. Plenty of space. Diabate grabs the board.
Look, when the defense leaves the mid-range open like that, you've got to punish them, or they'll keep letting you shoot it.
And it's blocked. And they'll keep possession. Now, Ivy. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Thomas outside. That doesn't go, and he's 0-1 from the field. Here's Thompson. And Thompson slams it home.
Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
And I like it. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in there, but for me, I don't mind a little extra. He relishes his role in this offense, and he's a natural leader, too.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. He gets it up. Oh, he nails it just in time.
One eye on the rim, one on the clock. What a play.
An ideal way to end the quarter with momentum on your side.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Jokic a screen. Denver passing it around. And the foul called on Porzingis. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Pass to Jokic. Porzingis with the steal.
Well, that was a superb read defensively. He jumped right into the passing lane the instant the ball left the passer's hand.
Harper up top. Stats on him, he's averaging 9 points a game. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
Defenses struggle with Porzingis in the paint. I mean, he's able to shoot right over most defenders.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
You know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
Outside, Porter. 4 on the clock. Over Heinrich. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
He just missed it. He's typically solid from mid-range.
Pass to Heinrich. Back to Jokic. Jokic just takes what he wants inside. Amazing.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
On the wing, Barnes. Jokic inside. Plays it up and in on the nice reverse. Jokic has got 11 points.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Porter can't get that one to fall. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Denver Nuggets. And never Greg an all-star, but he is a star. Jamal Murray can flat out play.
And he's had his hurdles to overcome with injury over the years, but he's never one to shrink from a challenge, and he remains a prolific shot creator.
And there's the call on Dylan Harper. That is his first foul of the game. And the Nuggets making a change here.
In for the
Pass to Jokic.
number 24.
Back to Murray. Now Jokic. Headed by Porzingis. Murray for 3. Good on the 3-point shot. And it's a 3-point Nugget lead.
We've seen Murray shoot it at over a 40% clip for a season. To me, I think that's a sign of a really good shooter.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
And the Rockets with possession here. At the top of the key, Thompson. Porter in the corner. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
And you know Porter Jr.'s teammates are just loving the role he's on, and they're going to do everything they can to keep him rolling.
Back to Heinrich. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Houston.
I think everybody in the building expected him to make that collective shot.
Left side, Porter. Screen by Porzingis. And again, it's Michael Porter. Porter's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Shots are just flowing from him right now, having a really strong quarter.
And the Nuggets making a change here. On defense, Houston. 3-point lead. Back to Redick. Right side, Thomas. Barnes outside. Just 5 to shoot. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Rockets leading by 3. Greg, they're in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now.
And Harper slams it in.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that gun.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
And so it's Michael Porter making things happen for Houston. Offensively, this has been his best game.
The Nuggets, 41.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And so here is Houston. It's a 3-point game. To the middle. Here's Butler. Butler on the attack.
Look, Butler will get his shot now, forcing his way inside that time.
Gordon deciding where to go with it. Here's Diabate. And that one is hammered home.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
Lock at 6. Here's Porter. And finished off by Porter.
Boy, the size, the vertical, the explosiveness. Porter Jr. has all the tools to throw it down.
Stewart with the steal. Edgecombe with it. Driving in. And the dunk by Edgecombe.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
Pass to Diabate. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's on Jimmy Butler.
And you know what? One of the few bright spots in this game for them today. He's kept his edge even though they've been trailing.
That bucket in no time at all. 6-point tier for VJ Edgecombe. Outside Gordon. Off target from 3-point range.
He managed to knock down one triple in the first half, but nothing since then.
Here's Porter. They set the pick. And Cameron Thomas picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul. And for Denver.
Porter looking it over. Lets loose a three. Knocks down the three.
Yeah, that's a part of Porter's game that keeps expanding. His ability to make plays for others.
Now Jokic. Murray outside. Outside Jokic. 6 to shoot. Now Barnes launches it. Cleared away by Stewart.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the three, but he just couldn't get it to go.
Here's Thompson. Porter outside. Now Butler. It's stolen by Heinrich. Now Barnes. And here's the fast break. Jokic leading the way. And the ball travels out of his hands. It was last touched by Jokic.
You can't make brain-neutral mistakes like that. I mean, he may get an earful later.
There's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Butler. From about 19, Gordon with the rebound.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over.
Already blessed with an excellent pull-up jumper. Porter Jr. gives defenders a lot of different looks to deal with.
Knocked away. Porter with the steal.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Rockets.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And every win important. And this one will go down as win number 3.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
Yeah, I don't think it'll play out quite that simply, though. The team coming out on the losing end of game 1 is just that much more motivated to get even in game 2 and 3. So I think the edge goes to the losing team.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Michael Porter.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
From deep, the 3 goes down.
Classic Jokic move right there. The defense is drawn to him inside, so he sends the ball right back out. He plays with such a high IQ.
Now Stewart. 6 on the shot clock. Jacks up a 3. So we see Houston taking the W here. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah.
Welcome. To 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Tim Legler, along with our reporter, Allie LaForce. The Houston Rockets come into this one following a loss to the Wizards. Outside Harper. Pulls up on the wing. And Davis pulls it down. Sharp on the wing. There's the pick. To the inside, and that one is stuffed right through.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
Screen by Porzingis, and Drexler over to help. Over in the corner, Porzingis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Goes up at the stripe. The shot by Thompson, no good. The Blazers on offense. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
A bit ago, Ime Udoka and I were able to chat.
We briefly discussed Anthony Davis and what he wants his team to do against him, and Coach said to make him into a jump shooter. I think if we can make the majority of his shots jumpers and keep him away from the rim, we should be in good shape. Easier said than done, but we'll see what happens. Back over to you, Kevin.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. Here's Drexler, and Drexler throws it down.
How about the explosive vertical there? Not much you can do to stop Drexler once he gets to the rim.
The shot by Thompson, no good. Here's Davis. Thompson with the rebound. And it's Houston's ball. It's a three-point game. Launches it. And it's Thompson again missing.
That's a tough start for them offensively. Now just 1 for 5 from the field. They've got to find their groove.
Count that one.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Now here's Harper. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game.
Well, he got the shot he loves, and the defense should honestly be relieved. He didn't punish them for being a little bit soft there in the mid-range.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
In this league, you run whenever you can. It's so much easier to score in transition.
Now, here's Harper. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And here's Portland. They're on an 11-3 run. Inside, here's Drexler, and stolen by Butler. Here's Harper. Great touch on the 16-footer.
This is why they will go to him often. He's going to take and make shots.
You know, Tim, they say you can't measure heart, but Jimmy Butler, he plays with a lot of heart. He is nonstop.
Well, you can talk about his skill level and IQ, but Kevin, what you love about Butler is his competitive will, and he saves his best for the postseason.
Porter, no luck.
You have to defend the three-point line. They got lucky he missed that one.
Here's Drexler. Portland moving the ball around. Here's Sharp. Here he goes. Oh, and the jam by Sharp.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
To the wing right side. Thor No good on the triple. Here's Harper. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Portland leading by 3. Lillard looking around. Again, the Trailblazers score.
You won't find too many players with a better understanding of the pick and roll than Lillard. He runs that set to a T.
And a wide open look for Porter. And a miss there on the triple. And here are the Trailblazers now. Powell outside. Outside White. Drills the three-pointer.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Here's Harper. The Rockets with another miss.
Yeah, and you expect him to make that one. I'm sure he expects it as well.
And so it's Portland holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And
the Trailblazers, 18.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Well, it's hard to get stops in this league with so much talent offensively. I love what they are doing right now.
Now here's White. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Powell outside. Pass to Collins. Now White. Shot clock at 6. There's a screen by Collins. Stolen by Thompson. So we've seen the NBA, Tim, embrace analytics more and more over time. That's something you caught on to early in your career.
Well, there is no doubt, Kevin, that they're starting to go more to the analytics. The eye test is really important when you look at just what makes good basketball. But the numbers sometimes can tell you things you didn't even realize as a coaching staff.
As a broadcaster, what numbers do you look at normally right off the top? What things are telltales for you?
One thing that I really look at as opposed to individual plus-minus, give me that group of 5 plus-minus. That way I know which units are really getting it done together.
Oh, I love that. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, John Collins grew up playing soccer goaltender. He said, quote, "I've always had good hands, but goaltending helped my reaction time, being able to track the ball at fast speeds. It's an important thing for guards to trust the big fella that you can catch and finish." Back to you, Kevin.
Terrific report. All right, Allie, thank you for the report.
Substitution on the court.
Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Ellis outside. Now Edgecombe. He has yet to score. Ellis outside. From downtown. Nailed from three-point land. Ellis has got the lead up to 1 now for the Rockets. White with it. Picked up by Thompson. Drexler.
Unreal.
Yeah, just an electricity to what Drexler can do. The leaping ability, the creativity once in air, that's elite level stuff.
Now, here's Thompson. He's got 6 to the middle. And it's Thompson with the jam.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Here's White, who's averaging around 5.5 points a game. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Here's Henderson, and he goes big with the dunk right over LaMelo Ball.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Pass to Porter. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Ellis can't get it to go. Trailblazers leading by 3. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Asar Thompson. That's foul number 2 for him.
Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
There's 1:17 left to play here in the half. Pass to Davis. Shoots from the line. Not going to go that time.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
And the release of Butler's jumper, it's so smooth. He has no problem knocking it down from mid-range.
Blows the alley-oop jam. Ellis outside. Houston moving it around. Here's Ball. Somehow misses the one-handed flush. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game.
A high flyer, yet it's seemingly effortless in terms of how he just swoops in to the basket. Clyde the glide in full effect.
Now here's Ball. Nothing on the board. Outside Butler. Shot clock at 5. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Their next game is at the American Airlines Center in Dallas for a game with the Mavericks. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Trailblazers lead by 3. We'll be back shortly live from Houston, Texas. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. And Drexler has it in the corner. That one's good from the corner. Drexler's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Trailblazers. Rockets trail by 5. Pass to Thompson. To the wing on the left. And they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
Trailblazers leading by 5. Now here's Drexler. He's got 10. Edgecombe with the steal. Harper with the ball. And Drexler picking him up. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. So it's Portland now. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Rockets trail by 5. There's a screen by Porter. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Stolen by Drexler. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Edgecombe. And here are the Rockets now. And the shot is good.
I tell you what, he came out of that locker room raring to go.
Portland leading by 3. White drives in. Drexler right side. It's rebounded by Houston.
Oh, just a little too cute on that one, and it cost him.
Harper, no good. And so here's Portland. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half.
Wow, And that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And we're playing about as much defense as they did there. Not nearly enough.
Anthony Davis, too much size. When you think about elite offensive players, Tim, what's one area that can really put them over the top and into a completely different category?
I think it's those guys that have a willingness to move without the basketball. If you have a willingness to run and cut and respace, it's going to create a lot of problems for a defense.
Has that even become more of a thing now as you watch these high-octane space and pace type offenses?
There is no question it's become something that's a priority for teams now. And I also think the ingenuity of these young coaches creates a better flow offensively if you're willing to run without the basketball.
That's terrific.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion. When a pick like that is questionable and it creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
So oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
To the paint. It's stolen by Davis. And now here comes Drexler leading the break. The call will be against VJ Edgecombe. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul. Substitution on the board.
Henderson outside. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Henderson's got the lead up to 8 now for the Trailblazers. Charity stripe shot. It's stolen by Davis. Powell with it. Out-guarded by Porzingis. 4, no good. Fast break points aside, they've had a tough time offensively.
Trust is what they're missing, guys. You've got to keep moving the ball and shoot with confidence. Ultimately, things will happen well when you play together.
So both teams making some changes here. Rockets have gone 0 for 1 at the line. This is their second trip to the line tonight.
And one of the true showmen in the league, LaMelo Ball is so much fun to watch. He can do anything with the rock and is always looking to make a highlight reel.
Lillard outside. Just 5 on the clock. That one falls. Lillard's got his second basket. Rockets trailed by 8. Screen by Porzingis. Out to Thompson. Outside, Ball. The Rockets with another miss. Lillard outside. It's in there. Davis with the assist.
Assisted by
Lillard's got 4 points in the quarter.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
40.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Here's Harper. Outside Porter. From past the arc. It's hauled in by Thor.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Here's Davis. It's rebounded by Houston. Celtics will be coming into town for the next game. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. It's good.
That mid-range distance, not a problem for Porter Jr. Such a smooth release.
Now here's Henderson. Pass to Powell. Lillard left side. Clock at 6. Goes up to the stripe. He squares up and sinks it. And the Trailblazers lead by 8.
Man, that jumper on balance and on point. Lillard working over that medium range area.
It's Porter outside. Porter can't get that one to fall.
Well, I think at this point the whole team is pressing, but he certainly looks frustrated.
Back to Davis. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And now it's a 10-point Trailblazer lead.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
A three-pointer is right on target.
If any defense gives you that much cushion, you have to take that shot.
Here's Henderson. Porzingis with the rebound.
Well, that was a great challenge at the rim and a difficult adjustment to make.
Porter, it's good.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Guys, over the last break, I listened to Chauncey Billups address the team. He was clapping in the huddle, saying to his guys, loving the effort right now, keep the intensity on them. Leave no doubt in their mind that this game is ours. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Allie. And for the ball out of bounds, Davis touched it last. Rockets trailed by 4. Outside Harper. Porter outside. Here's the three. Knocks down the three.
This is exactly why they go to him in these spots. These guys believe in his ability to come through in the clutch.
Here's Henderson. Off the glass.
And for his position, Davis, a solid distributor. He's one of the league's most unique players.
Here's Edgecombe. Porter. Oh, and wide open, nails the jam.
And it's clear Porter is a gutsy guy, someone who enjoys taking and making huge shots for his team.
Missed on the three. On offense, here are the Rockets. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. To take the lead. Now Stewart. 6 on the shot clock. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. No problem with the wide open jam.
And how about the offensive explosion here by Clyde Drexler? Has really developed his skill set. No one's been able to match up with him all night.
Now here's Porter. Stewart is screen. Outside Harper. Lets it go from 14. Does not go. And here's Sharp. Here's Thor. Henderson outside. Porter pulls it down.
Nice effort anyway to change his shot and get around the defender. Maybe next time.
Beyond the arc. Buries the deep ball.
The nerves on this guy.
Completely unfazed by what's at stake. That's just clutch.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
To take the lead. And the three misses. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just look those last seconds away.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Big time conversion there puts them up 3.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
And let's see what they draw up.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. What do you think we're going to see here?
And they need a 3 to tie. But look, they've got enough time here to find a good look. They can run a play off the inbounds, make sure they get it in the hands of their best shooter.
quarter. The three doesn't go. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. This win, such a tremendous...